Alhamdulillah, as-salatu was-salamu ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd, fa'auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair wa bika nasta'in. Ya Fattahu, Ya Fattahu, Ya Fattahu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope and pray that you all are doing good, inshallah. So in this video, you are going to learn lesson number, this is lesson 57 of Let's Learn Arabic Grammar. And in this lesson, you are going to learn Mahmoozul fa in Mazid Fihi. So in last lesson, we did Mahmoozul fa in Mujarrad, Sulasi Mujarrad, and today we are going, our topic is Mahmoozul fa in Mazid Fihi. And you know there are 9 big families from family 2 to family 10, okay? So this is our topic. But before we go to this topic, Mahmoozul fa in Mazid Fihi, let's revise some points from the last lesson, lesson 56, in which we did Mahmoozul fa in Sulasi Mujarrad. So as you know, Mahmouz is we call a word Mahmouz when one of the 3 root letter is a Hamza, and when this Hamza is the first root letter, then it is Mahmoozul fa. So as far as Mahmouz irregularity is concerned, it is a straightforward one, because the Hamza is treated like a normal letter. So whenever we have Hamza, it acts it gives the sound of as if sound coming from Alif. So it is treated like a normal Alif. But only we need to make changes, or we need to correct something only when 2 cases happen. When 2 Hamza come together, right? When 2 Hamza come together, as we saw in fa'ilun, in the pattern of fa'ilun, we have to make it akhizun. Okay, so when 2 Hamza come together, then we have to make adjustment, and then the second one when a Hamza and an Alif come together. So these are 2 hindrances when we have to overcome, but it is not irregular. It is a normal thing because 2 Hamza are coming, so it's gonna be long sound. So we are going to put a mud on it. The same way, if a Hamza comes and along with an Alif, then again it's a 2 sound, and we are going to put a mud over there. So this is not very irregular. This is regular, but we need to make changes, right? So let's look at all different cases in which we need to make changes. Okay, so we saw different changes in Mujarrad family, but I know you remember that the irregularity happened in commanding fail. So let's see what other changes happened. Remember when Hamza meets with Alif in ism fa'il like akhizun, then because the first letter fa is Hamza. Let me write here, because if we follow the pattern fa'ilun, so fa is Hamza, right? Fa is Hamza, and then we have a Alif from the pattern of fa'ilun, and then for example akhaza, right? Then we have a kha, and or we akhara. Let's take the word akhara, Hamza, kha, and ra. So akhirun. So over here, Hamza, then Alif, Alif from the pattern, and then the Ain letter, which is Ha, and the Lam letter, which is Ra. So because we have Hamza and Alif together, then because we have two A sound, so we put a mad, which is long A sound, right? So akhirun. So Hamza and Alif together make akhirun. This thing you saw last time. There's another pattern which is af'alu, and this pattern is with ism tafdeel. Though we haven't gone through this topic in Nahv section, but remember the afalu pattern in partly flexible, afalu, right? So afalu pattern, ism tafdeel has this pattern, afalu. So when for this siga, ism tafdeel pattern, again we have alif in the pattern, and then we have Hamza. In Mahmoozul Fa, we have Hamza over here, Alif, then Hamza, and then if we take the same root letter Akhara, then we have Ha, and from the pattern we are going to put Fatha on it, A, Ha, and then Ru, Akharu. Afalu pattern, Akharu pattern. Akharu is the word. So Akharu is the ism tafdeel of akhara. Again, we have alif and then hamza. So what we can do, we can just replace both of these having a sound and put a long a sound, which is alif madda, right? So akhara. So this is the second change. And the third change we saw in the commanding fail, and that is really irregular, because in commanding fail you need to put you usually put an extra hamza before when you remove the tha, you put the extra hamza usually in sulasi mujarrad, and then you put the harka of the ain kalma. If ain kalma has dhamma, then you put dhamma on that extra hamza. And if otherwise you put kasra on the extra hamza. But here you don't need extra hamza, and even you don't need extra hamza, you drop the fa letter, hamza letter. And you saw it when we did last time. Let me clear this and go to the next slide and see it. Actually, let's go to the this one. So you saw what we did. We had like ta'khuzu, anta form. Then we, what we do, we first remove the ta. We first remove the tha, and then put a sukoon, make it lightest, and then we put an extra hamza. Usually what we do to make commanding fail, we put an extra hamza, and and we put harak on the extra hamza. If the ain letter has dhamma, then we put u, right? U, and then we see what word is. Let's see. Khuz. So there is jerk in it. So the basic principle in irregular surface, if there most of the time, whenever there is a jerk or u sound, Arabs tend to remove that. So because there is a jerk over here, so in Mahmoozul Fa, what do they do? They drop this, they don't need this extra hamza, and they drop this hamza, fa kalima, which is fa kalima, okay? So both of these are dropped. And both of these are dropped, and the commanding fail is khuz. take, right? So this is the irregularity. It has a ta'lil, like a process of omitting things. So this is the irregularity we saw in mujarrad. But there are minor changes in which two alif or two hamza or one alif and one hamza, when they come together, then they then we put a mud on it, right? So let's go back. So, but the thing so far, what did you see in Mahmoozul Fa in Mujarrad? You saw 3 changes. Out of those 3 changes, one is one is highly irregular, and which is commanding fail. So there is one big irregularity, but there are minor changes. But on this slide, there is one more thing, and I'm going to tell you, okay? Let's go one by one. First, you saw the change that we need to make in fa'ilun. So because the fa kalima is hamza, in mahmuzul fa, obviously it's going to be hamza, whether it's amana, whether it's azana or akhaza or amara. So the ism file would have what? Mud at the beginning in all of these. So akhaza, akhizun, amirun, azinun, these are ism file. The same way you just saw ism tafdil, it's going to be akharu, akhazu, right? Amanu. So you are going to see mud in ism tafdil also. Now the change that we have not discussed yet, which is this one. This is a present tense ana form. In Sarf Kabir, when we do 14 form of present tense, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. So, you know, we have 5 in your pocket, af'alul arba, like yaf'alu, taf'alu, taf'alu, af'alu, naf'alu, right? So ana form is af'alu. In ana form, the symbol of mudare is what? Hamza, af'alu, right? So over here again, because fa kalma is hamza, over here again the same problem appears. Where the problem appears? Only in the ana form of present tense. Okay, so again this problem appears, and the solution is the same. We just put a madda on it. Akhazu. So present tense ana form is akhuzu. Akulu, I eat. Akhuzu, I take. Okay. So these are these are different forms of changes that occur in Mahmoozul Fa in Sulasi Mujarrad. Okay. So this is a kind of revision, but because there are some one thing that we didn't discuss last time, this present tense ana form. So I wanted to add this thing. And one more thing, you know, where in commanding fail, this is like khuz or zin or kul, right? Kul is the commanding fail. But if in anywhere there is a harf ataf before commanding fail, then suppose wow or fa, if harf ataf comes before commanding fail, then hamza comes back. It's gonna be wahuz, wahuz, wahuzu. Plural would be wahuzu. Wahuz, fa'kul, fa'kul, fa'kul. when the harf ataf comes before any of the commanding fi'l of Mahmoozul fa in mujarrad, then the hamza comes back. Okay, so this is additional information about Mahmoozul fa in Sulasi mujarrad. Okay, so now we are coming to what today's topic. Now we are moving on to Mazid Fihi family. Regularity same, Mahmoozul fa, hamza as the first letter, but in Mazid Fihi family. And you know Mazid Fihi family is, what are those? Allama, and then bab, which is bab taf'il, ta'alim is the masdar. Then the third family is, we usually call it jahada family, which is bab fa'ala, in which we have masdar jihad, right? And the fourth family, what is the fourth family? Let me write at least the number over here. From second to what? Second to 10. So fourth family is aslama family, af'ala, right? And then fifth, ta'allama, then sixth, tafa'ala, then seventh, infa'ala, then eighth, iqtaraba or ifti'al, bab ifti'al, right? And then ninth, and then istif'al, bab istif'al is the 10th. So these are 10 family. I just wanted you to revise those things in your mind. Okay, now Mahmoozul fa in Mazid Fihi. So here, you know, the only Mazid Fihi families that are affected when it comes to Mahmouz are family 3 out of these 9 families. Family 3, in family 3 we have to make some changes. In family 4 we have to make some changes, and then in family 8 we have to make some changes because of the word is Mahmoozul fa, because we have hamza as the first root letter. That's why we need to make some changes in only these families. Family 3 jahada, family 4 aslama, and family 8 iftaraba. So and obviously these families are only affected when the first root letter is a hamza. Again, recall that the hamza only causes problem problems when it meets with either the alif or another hamza. Now, what happens in family 3? What happens in family 3? In family 3, we have a pattern. We have a container or pattern of jahada, right? So jahada, we have an extra alif. Just after fa, we have an extra alif in the pattern, in the container of the family, right? So just after hamza, which is fa kalma, we have an alif. And in aslama family, the fourth family, again, we have hamza, extra hamza in the very beginning. So even before fa kalma, we have extra hamza, which is from the pattern of the family, from the container. So that's why we need to make changes, right? And again, in iqtaraba, we have a hamza at the very beginning. And we have extra ta also. This ta also in family 8. So let's see what happens with each of these families. Let's take one by one, okay? And we are going to follow the same pattern, the same template. This is which family? Family 3, okay? So what we are going to see this irregularity in family 3. Let me take you to the doc, because in doc we can type better. Okay. Okay, so we are going to follow the same pattern for family 3. Jahada yujahidu jihadan wa mujahadatan fahuwa mujahidun. Okay, so what is the fa kalma? Hamza. And then alif is coming from the pattern jahada, right? So akhaza, yuakhizu. Then for masdar we have pattern jihadan. So fa kalma is Hamza. Fa kalma is Hamza. I'm gonna write Hamza like this. Then jihadan is jihadan. Akhaza. Kha. Then kha. Hamza has kasra over here, right? E. Then kha ain kalma. Then alif from the pattern. And then the lam kalma. And it we usually put 2 fatha over here, right? So ikhazan, right? Jihadan, ikhazan wa mufa'alatun, mujahadatun. Move from the pattern, then Hamza, then muja. Hamza has fatha, and then alif from the pattern. Alif from the pattern. Khazatun. Kha. Hold on. Kha over here. Kha. Then tun. Okay. Fahuwa. Move from the pattern. Mufa'ilun. Mujahidun. On the pattern of mujahidun. So move again from the pattern. Move. And then fa kalma, which is Hamza. And then mujahidun, mufa'ilun, alif from the pattern, and then ain kalma, which is kha, and ain kalma in mufa'ilun ism fa'il pattern, always ain kalma has kasra. Mu'akhizun. Okay, now we are done with the first line of our sarf saghir, right? But where are the irregularity going on, or where we need to make some changes? Khaza. So over here, let me see. Let me take the squares or rectangle. Okay. So here we have 2 Hamza coming together. And again, 2 Hamza coming together. Again, and there's a jerky sound. Ikhazan, jerky sound. Then, and then again over here. Okay. So what do we do over here? We put what? Akhizun. Okay. Akhizun. Let me write over here. Akhizun. Here we are going to put akhaza. Over here, we remember last time we discussed that Hamza needs a chair, and that which chair is gonna be there on for Hamza depends upon the harka before it. So if there is a dhamma before Hamza, then we are going to put the chair wow. Wow corresponds to u sound. So yuwa khizu. Akhaza yuwakhizu. Okay. Akhaza yuwakhizu ikhazan. Wa muwa. Again, Hamza over here, because before Hamza there is a dhamma from the pattern. There is dhamma. So we need to put wow over here as the chair of Hamza. So muwakhizatun. Muwakhazatun. Okay. Mufa'alatun. Muwakhazatun. Fahuwa. Again, muwakhizun. Muwakhizun. So these are the changes that happen in family 3. Okay. So I have to clear all these drawings, all these writings, if I need to scroll. So these you can see over here. Akhaza yuakhizu. Over here, what did we do? We put a Hamza. Sorry, not Hamza. Akhaza. Akhaza yuakhizu ikhazan. Akhaza yuakhizu ikhazan muwakhazatan fahuwa muwakhizun. Then ukhiza yuwakhazu. Again ikhazan. Again the second masdar muwakhazatan fahuwa muwakhazan. Again muwakhazun. But in ism maf'ul pattern we have fatha over here. Okay. Then the commanding fail. So commanding fail is jahid. Jahid. Fa kalma is Hamza, alif from the pattern, and jahid. Ain kalma is kha, and then lam kalma, dhal. So akhiz. Akhiz. Al-amru minhu akhiz wa nahi anhu la tuwakhiz. La tuwakhiz. Wa zarfu minhu. Again the same pattern. Muwakhazun. For zarf in Mazid Fihi family, we have the same pattern from ism maf'ul. Muwakhazun. So where did we find irregularity in family 3? Or changes. We need to make changes. Here we need to make a change in past tense. And then let me first clear it and scroll it down. Okay. Now here in past tense we need to put madda, akhaza, and then in amr, akhiz. Akhiz. Again akhiz. 2 hamza together, so akhiz. So otherwise it's okay. This thing I like when I was doing the sarf saghir previously. I just mixed up ikhazan. It's smooth. It's not jerky. Ikhazan. So it is there's no irregularity over here. Okay. Now the next one. This is family 3. So in family 3, when the alif of the pattern and the hamza from the root letter meet, these two in Fi'l Madin and Fi'l Amr, then we put a madda over here. So these are the two changes that occur in family 3. Now the next one, family 4. Family 4, and we are going to use the same pattern. Aslama yuslimu islaman wa huwa muslimun. So amana yu'minu. Over here in family 4, because the pattern for masdar is islaman, if'alan. So for if'alan, we have hamza with a kasra from the pattern. And then for fa kalma, we have hamza. Hamza. And then because we are using this root letter, amana, okay? So fa kalma hamza, then hamza, second ain kalma mim, and alif from the pattern, islaman, alif from the pattern, and then noon, which is lam kalma, and then hold on, let me make it smoother because let me make it smoother. Imanan. So because there is a jerky sound, so with a kasra and a sukoon on hamza. So to smooth it out, this hamza is replaced with ya. And why ya? Because there is a kasra in the pattern, if'alan. So kasra corresponds with ya. So we replace this hamza with ya. Imanan. Okay. But the irregularity with past tense remains the same. Again, we have hamza from the pattern, extra hamza from the pattern, and then hamza from extra hamza from the pattern, and then hamza from the first kalma, fa kalma, right? So a'mana. Instead of give a jerk, a'mana, we put madda, amana. And let me take the marker. Amana. Amana. Again, because for this hamza, the chair would come wow, because there's dhamma before hamza. So yu'minu, a'mana, yu'minu, imanan, fahuwa muf'il. Okay, muf'il. Let's see what happens with ism file. Muf'ilun. Mu from the pattern, then fa kalma, which is ain, and then ain kalma, which is mim, and then noon with tanween. Okay, so mu'minun. Again, what just because there's dhamma before hamza, we are going to put a chair vav over here. Okay, so mu'minun. A'mana yu'minu i'manan fahuwa mu'minun. Right? So that's how these changes happen. Let me scroll it down, and you can see over here, A'mana yu'minu imanan fahuwa mu'minun. And then umina yu'manu, again in masdar imanan fahuwa mu'manun. Commanding fail, again a'min, aslim, a'min, a'min, la tu'min, وَالظَّرْفُ مِنْهُ مُؤْمَنٌ. So again over here, because of one Hamza from extra Hamza from the family pattern, and the fa kalma is also Hamza, so two Hamza coming together. In past tense, we need to put amana, mad over here in past tense, and then in amar also. And in family 4, we have another abnormality. We have another big change that we make over here in masdar. Or we observe in masdar imanan. We put a ya over here. Okay, so iman. So in past tense, in family 4, we have changes in past tense, commanding fail, and masdar. So these are three changes in family 4 with Mahmoozul fa. So far, so good. Okay. Now, what did we see from the notes? We saw that the abnormality happens in family 3, family 4, and family 8. Okay, now coming to family 8. Family 8 is bab iftial. So it has pattern iqtaraba yaqtaribu iqtiraban wa huwa muqtaribun. And the passive is uqturiba yuqtarabu iqtiraban. Okay, now here we have extra hamza in the beginning, and we have extra ta letter in the family in the pattern in the family container. So the thing is, we have this extra hamza and we have ta. So what happens when we put akhaza in this pattern? Okay, let's see. So iqtaraba. If we put these are the root letter hamza, ha, and za. Iqtaraba, alif is coming from where? From the family. This alif. And then ifta'ala. Fa kalma is hamza. Ta is from family. And ka, the ain kalma, and the lam kalma. So it comes to ittaqaza. So and in present tense, we have again jar yattakhizu ittikhazan iqtiraban ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhizun. So what do the grammar? What do they do? They instead of hamza, they put extra ta. So they remove the hamza and put extra ta over here and merge these two ta. So it becomes ittakhaza yattakhizu ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhizun. Every time there is a hamza, they replace it with ta. So ittakhaza yattakhizu ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhizun. Uttukhiza, again hamza. Uttukhiza yuttakhazu ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhazun. Again, iqtarib is the commanding fail. So ittakhiz, la tattakhiz, fahuwa muttakhazun. So these are the changes. So in family 8, almost every form has a change, because every time there is a Hamza and Ta coming together, the Hamza is replaced with another Ta, and both Ta are merged, and we put a Shadda on it. Okay, so let me scroll down and you see the final form. So ittakhaza, you see this, there are two Ta over here with a Shadda. Okay, ittakhaza yattakhizu ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhizun. Uttakhiza yuttakhazu ittikhazan fahuwa muttakhizun. Al-amru minhu ittakhiz wa nahi anhu la tattakhiz wa zarfu minhu muttakhazun. So over here in family 8, Hamza is replaced with Ta. Every time there was Hamza, it is replaced with extra Ta. Like Hamza is replaced with Ta, and because there are two Ta, so we put a Shadda on it. Okay. So these are the abnormalities with family 8, Bab Iftial. So Mahmoozul Fa in Mazid Fihi, what we saw, there are 3 Mazid Fihi family. So this, so far we learned all the changes, all the abnormalities in family 3, family 4, and family 8. So this is the summary of the, let's do the summary of the lesson. Mahmoozul Fa in Mazid Fihi. There are 3 Mazid Fihi family altogether which are affected in Mahmoozul Fa. What are those? Family 3, family 4, and family 8. Family 3, when the alif of the family pattern and the Hamza from the root letter, they meet, when they met, they created a mad. We put a mad on it. By doing this, only 2 forms got affected: Pele Madin and Pele Amr. Akhaza and Akhiz. Akhaza and Akhiz. In family 4, the past tense and the Amr. The Fele Madin and the Fele Amr commanding are same, identical to family 3. Also the Hamza in Masdar turn into Ya. So Amana, Amin, past tense is Amana and commanding Amin, and in Masdar we have Ya, Imanan. And in family 8, the Hamza is replaced with Ta, and then both Ta are merged, and we put a Shadda on all the forms. So these were the abnormalities of Mahmoozul Fa in Sulasi Mazid Fihi. Okay, so let's make a dua at the end of the session. And if you have any question, you can ask me. I'm gonna open just after I finish the recording. Okay, so yes, this is the summary. Let's make a dua. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.